didn't get anything. It's not food. But I want it.
What?
Oh. Start slowly switching their food over, so whatever you get a chance.
To all agents, when you return a jetpack, please make sure it's refueled. Thank you.
Okay. Like at your work. No. And get the Origin small bag of 6 fish. IBGS.
Okay, truth or dare?
Truth.
What is your favorite call to eavesdrop?
Oh, that's easy. Relationship fights. The more emotional and heart-wrenching, the better.
Interesting. You up for one more? Come on.
Yeah, sure. What the heck? I'll try dare this time.
Perfect. For the next 72 hours, I dare you to not listen to conversations I have with my wife.
Has it been really obvious?
We can hear you breathing on the phone.
I'm sorry, man. I should have used a secure wiretap.
I hear you.
Foolish humans.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of General Office Building. Our office is currently closed because, again, we're just a typical office business. If you know your party's extension, enter it now and then explain to us how you got that intel. We only need to know for regular office reasons, nothing else. Please leave a message at the beep, because we certainly haven't been recording you this whole time.
Hi, Deb!
Interesting.
Hi, Deb!
High five!
Hey, for the game later, can you pick up some finger food? Like chips and dip? Just take it out of petty cash.
I already did, but there was only enough for one, so I got dip.
You got dip without chips. What do we put in the dip?
You said finger food. Fingers?
Yep, I guess that's about our best option at this point.
Oh, it's a hot one today, isn't it?
Sure is. Tomorrow will be even hotter, they say.
Well, hotter than today? I don't buy that.
Hello from the government. Feel free to wave. We're watching everything. People eating ice cream eating people, you name it. This is very sensitive info. We've sworn to protect. Sorry, hard to say that straight. We use it to play espionage. Let's have some analytical fun. Okay, who's first? Here's one for my peeps. What percentage of people have bought marshmallow peeps for their own non-Easter related snacking? Think carefully. You want to be as close as possible to the actual percentage to get the most points. Got it. 75%. Everyone else, do you think the correct answer is higher or lower? Lower across the board. And the correct answer is 23%. Terrible. You need to be within 30% to get points. Who said lower? Well done. You get points.
How do you guys not like it?
Okay, who's up next?
Ooh, they don't like these.
Play,
Thank you.
What percentage of people talk on the phone for at least an hour per day? %. Okay, higher or lower?
I hear you.
Looks like an even split. Okay, let's see the right answer.
Definitely higher.
15%. And yes,
talking?
most of those people do sit right next to you on the train.
Don't count. Whatever.
Who got it right? Well done. You get points. Who's next?
Wendy wants to freaking
Let's see. What
text
would be
you across the room.
How about this? What percentage of people right now have a plastic bag stuffed with other plastic bags somewhere at home? 87%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Higher than 87.
I hear you.
Right down the middle. Now let's get to the right answer. 86%. Wow, 1% off. That's worth a lot of points.
God, man.
Let's see who got it right.
Champion.
Here's some points. Next up. Here's one that'll perk up the ears of HR.
Oh.
What percentage of people currently have a crush on someone they work with?
Ooh.
60%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I think this game is
higher. Okay, let's see the right answer.
a lot more responsive.
29%.
You didn't even get any points because you're not 30%.
What a weird question. Right, Shelly? Who got it right?
You gotta be on 30% to get any points.
Who's next?
I hear you.
Ooh, I remember seeing good surveillance for this yesterday.
Hey, whoever the heck's watching.
What percentage of people have danced on top of a bar?
Seriously, you're going on mute? Jump into the next game.
%. Everyone else, higher or lower? Half and half. And the correct answer is 16%. You weren't within 30%, so no points for you. Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. We made it through round 1. Let's peek at the scores.
I hear you.
Round 2, here we come. First up, we've collected data about everything, even this. What percentage of people make their beds every day? Okay, we have a guess. 36%. In round 2, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're correct, you're Mama's little angel. You get double the points.
I hear you.
Just one of you is saying higher. And Surveil says 20%. That's what we call in the ballpark. Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you. And what have we here? Good job. Double points for saying much lower. Okay, who's up next? Oh, this is going to be good. What percentage of adults have played Truth or Dare after turning 30? %. Okay, higher or lower?
I hear you.
Looks like an even split. Okay, right answer is 21%. Only 1% off. That's how you guess espionage. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. As for you, I'm sorry. That answer was closer than 15%. Shouldn't have doubled down. Next up. Okay, computer, what do you have for this one? What percentage of people are currently not speaking to friends or relatives they usually speak to but are mad at? %. All right, what do you think?
I hear you.
Only one of you thinks it's higher. And Surveil says 31%. I'm sorry, did Jerry say something? I was too busy ignoring him. Who got it right? Smart, yes. Here's your points. Who's next? Considering everyone in this department has dated another agent at some point, I think we can appreciate this. What percentage of people are still friends with all of their exes? %. Everyone pick higher or lower. Right down the middle. Okay, let's see the right answer. 8%. And I bet they all live in Texas. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. Next up.
I hear you.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you. What percentage of people believe that they are convincing liars? %. What do y'all think? Higher or lower? Just one person says lower. Okay, let's see the right answer. 60%. Our biometric indicators prove otherwise. Who got it right? Well done. You get points. It's time for the final round. Through sophisticated population profiling, we found the most popular answers to this question. Who do most people find to be the most annoying celebrity? Let's see what we have. You get 3 guesses. Try to pick the most popular answers to get the most points. Ready, go! Don't forget to use all 3 of your picks. Okay, let's see what you picked. Now let's take a look at the results. Let's see who's the head honcho.
I hear you.
Hey, you're a winner! Tell you what, no federal income tax for the next 3 years.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and this is the first party I've been to in a while that doesn't require a fishbowl and keys. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you're in a rush. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. but one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you kind of acted like a bully in school. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've been shushed in a movie theater. Vote for the faker now. And everyone voted for the faker has been found. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Never mind, we'll just do this one. It's going to be... You gotta point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. task was, point at the person who's the worst dancer. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. By the way, silence helps the faker, so don't forget to get everyone talking. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person the government is most likely to be spying on. All right, vote for who you think the faker is. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. This was the task. Point at the person you've had the most disagreements with. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Wow, even on the last task, you couldn't vote together to find the faker. Yeah, it's almost like you gave up. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, make a face you'd have while getting a massage. right. Vote for who you think the faker is. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker, even if everyone else is wrong. That faker is still on the loose. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. The task was, make the face you'd have if you were wrongfully accused of murder. Vote for the faker now. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third face value task now. And the task was, make the face you'd have while doing an epic guitar solo. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You know how you should all rally together in the final moments to work together and find the faker? You didn't do that. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Hit send now, or you might lose your answers. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A celebrity you don't like very much. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the votes were for... You found the faker.
Oh, hi, I'm Schmitty. Let's get this party started. Take a good look at your fellow players. These are your enemies. Crush them. This is round 1. You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go! Hurry, hit the safety quip. Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Starting things off, women never date a guy who blank. Okay, select your favorite quip. Next up, what New York City did with King Kong's body. Okay, vote. And next is the weirdest ingredient to put in trail mix. Ready, set, vote! Moving on, a clickbait headline about cows. Vote away. Up next, how old-timey sailors pass the time on long voyages. Put in your votes. And next, an interesting thing on RoboCop's job performance review. Needs to work on blank. And vote. That's it. Let's see the scores for round one. Now for round two. Double the points and bonuses, double the excitement. Let's see what we're working with. First one, what a rich jerk drinks champagne out of. Okay, pick your favorite quip now. Coming up next, a sign you may be in a cult. Get to voting. on the list. A reenactor at Colonial Williamsburg would get suspended if they said blank. Time to vote. Next in line, what the S stands for in Ulysses S. Grant. Vote on your devices. Your next prompt is a weird surgery that starts with laser. Vote now. Next prompt, the perfect odd couple pairing, Andy Dick and blank. It's voting time. That's all for round 2. Light up that scoreboard. Round 3, the last lash. Everybody's getting the same prompt, so don't hold back. Make up the full name for this acronym. And here's what you did. You get 3 medals to award to your top 3 quips. Give out your gold, silver, and bronze medals now. Okay, let's see who got those medals. Bronze. Here's the silver. And now the gold. Now we transform those medals into points. Okay, let's see those final scores. Hey there, I'm Schmitty, and if you're lucky, I'll let you pick one item from the mystery bucket. But first, Whiplash. Only one of you can win the game, but all of you have my respect. Most of you have my respect. Here's round one. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Let's take a look. The first prompt is a name that would always make a teacher laugh during roll call. Okay, pick your favorite and vote. Next in the hopper, a creature you should never find on a carousel. Vote on your devices. Next, the saddest thing to say with a voice full of helium. Vote now. Next one, the dark secret of Frosty the Snowman is that he blank. Okay, vote. Okay, next one. The worst thing to get stuck in your hair. Moving on. When you cough up blood, you should be concerned. When you cough up blank, you should be terrified. Put in your votes. Round one's done. Let's see who's in the lead. Round 2 time, and look sharp because I'm doubling all the point values. Okay, moment of truth. First up, the pep talk you'd get from a football coach who bet on the other team. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Up next, a terrible reply to the text, "You up?" Vote away. Next up, the title of an album recorded by a singing goat. Time to vote. Your next prompt is, a perplexing band would be Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young, and blank. Ready, set, vote. Okay, next one. The biggest mistake you can make at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Get to voting. Next, everybody looks cool on a motorcycle except for blank. And vote. Round 2 is now complete. Let's see where we landed. This is round 3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up, and everyone gets the same prompt this time. Here's your word lash task. All right, we're ready. Decide who gets a medal. Brace yourselves, here come those medals. Bronze. Show me the silver. And gold. Let's melt those medals down for points. We're done. Let's see the final scores. It's time for Quiplash with your host, Josh Schmitty Schmidstenstein. Who's me? Oh, that's me. I'm Schmitty. I knew that. I can tell I'm about to learn a lot about each of you, and I'm at peace with that. This is round one. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it. Cool, let's see what's what. Starting us off, finding money in an old pair of pants is great, but what's even better is discovering blank. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next on the list, a weird Tom Hanks Meg Ryan movie, Sleepless in Blank. Get to voting. Next in the hopper, a terrible thing to say while testing out a mattress. Vote now. And next, the advice a couples therapist would give to Captain America and Bucky. Okay, vote. Next in line, an odd sequel to the children's book, The Giving Tree. Put in your votes. Next one, you know you got scammed when the puppy you bought at the pet store turns out to be blank. Ready, set, vote. Coming up next, a job that doesn't exist, but surely would have the highest death rate if it did. Vote away. That's round one. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's round two time, and everything's worth double. Don't let those points go to waste. It's running out. Get fast. These better be good. First off, a mystery that Nancy Drew couldn't solve. The case of the blank. Okay, choose your favorite. Moving on, what Victoria's Secret models probably do right after a fashion show. Time to vote. And next is a fact you might find on a Snapple cap that couldn't possibly be true. Vote on your devices. Next, the one change churches could make that would probably get more people to attend. It's voting time. Up next, why the Tin Man isn't married. And vote. Moving on, what you will bequeath to your enemy upon your death. Okay, vote. And next, you know your house is too big when you have a room specifically for blank. Put in your votes. Round 2 is over. Let's see who came out on top. And now round 3, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt. Complete this comic. Moment of truth. Pick your medal winners now. Okay, let's bring out those medals. Bronze first, silver, and finally gold. Let's sell off those medals for points. And we're finished. Show me those final scores. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm Schmitty. Let's play Quiplash. I don't suppose one of you has a spare graphing calculator, do you? No? Oh well. I'll score the game by hand, I guess. Round 1. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go. Okay, I hope you all made me proud. Our first prompt is, the perfect man is tall, dark, and blank. Okay, everybody pick your favorite. Your next prompt is something an overexcited fan would yell at a tense dog show. Ready, set, vote. Next on the list, a bad excuse for missing your kid's graduation. Vote now. Moving on, a terrible name for a street drug. Vote away. up. A good replacement for SeaWorld's whale shows would be blank. Time to vote. Next in line, what lobsters think as they're being boiled? Get to voting. Coming up next, the worst thing to see while wearing X-ray glasses. Vote on your devices. Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard. Here comes round two. Hey, if you liked round one but thought all the points should be doubled, have I got the round for you. Okay, remember, this is all your fault. Up first, the worst office has a view of blank. Okay, use your device to pick your favorite. Okay, next one. Breaking news, scientists have just discovered nature's fiercest creature, the blank shark. It's voting time. Next in the hopper, how a drunk rabbit would embarrass himself. And vote. Next on deck, new rule, you should automatically be arrested if you blank. Put in your votes. Next one. Something you don't want to find in your grandpa's tool shed. Vote away. Moving on, an item that never sells at a garage sale. Vote now. Coming up next, the best way to get out of a corn maze. Time to vote. You survived round 2. Let's see if your scores did.
Hey!
Welcome to the last lash, the final round. There's just one prompt and you're all getting it. Invent the full phrase that goes with this acronym. Let's see what you've wrought. Hand out those medals now. Okay, who's taking home some medals? First, the bronze. Bring out the silver. And the gold. Great, let me just turn those medals into points for you. All right, that's it. Time for the final scores.